TaMorgans, it's Liz. Come back to another video, and today's video is going to be a review of the Honey eyeshadow palette from Colourpop. I also do have a brow pencil, a concealer, and a gel eyeliner I'm also going to be trying out in this video. So if you're interested in how I feel about this Honey palette and the other products from Colourpop, and you want to see how I got this bomb look, then just keep on watching. So here's my box right here. So I first picked up the Honey palette. I'm super excited about this palette. I'm super excited to get into it and see what it's all about. I picked up two concealers right here. These are the no filter concealers. And I picked up the shade medium 20 and the shade deep dark 54. I picked up this cream gel color liner, and then I picked up a brow pencil, but I already did my brows. Oops. I'm just going to try to review it as far as how it looks on top of my brows, but I forgot I had a whole brow pencil. Wow. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the brow pencil I got is in the shade Cool Cocoa. It's very, very skinny, and I think this was like $5. I can see myself breaking this. I can't twist it. What? It won't budge. So as you can tell, it's very, very, very skinny. I like my brow pencils to be a little bit thicker than this, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go over my brows, kind of just filling it in. So this would probably be great for precision type of things. So I'm going with the medium 20 concealer. We're gonna use that as our eyeshadow base. It's very, very light, as you can tell. I'm just gonna put it right on top of my eyes and use this as my eyeshadow base. Oh yeah, this would be perfect. And I think these concealers were $5. Now let's go into the palette. So it's the Honey palette. It was $12. It's a 12 pressed powder palette. And the shades are on the back. So this is how it looks. And then you have the shades on the back. Comes with a mirror, which is always nice. Ooh, this is a really nice mirror too. These are the shades. So we have, looks like 5 mattes, 3 shimmers, and then a glitter. So really nice. So I'm first gonna go in with a transition color. I'm taking my Morphe M535 brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade called Stinger, and the shades are on the palette, which is nice. So I wonder why they put it on the packaging and on the back if it's on the palette. I'm gonna take this shade and I'm gonna put it as like my transition color. So you know what, yellows, you really have to build up the product because yellow's a really hard shade to make really opaque. Yeah, it seems like it's blending really nicely. Morphe brushes are also bomb, so that might have an effect with it. I'm going to next take the shade called Buzzkill, which is like this brownish shade. It's the darkest shade in the palette. I'm going to add that on my outer. It's showing up. It's not very pigmented, but it did show up. Just very muted. Very muted. So I'm gonna do the other side. So that's about as dark as I'm gonna get it. As you can tell, you can see it. It's very nice. You can see it. You just have to build it up. Next, I'm gonna go into Sweet Spot right here. This top shade. I'm going to use that as like kind of like my base. I'm gonna use the glitter, of course. I know y'all want to see the glitter, so I'm gonna use this as my base for the glitter. I probably should put down some concealer, but let's see how it looks without placing down any concealer. So this is just going to go straight. This is blue, but it's just going to go straight on top of my lid. I mean, it's not horrible pigmentation. It's not horrible. You can definitely see it, but I would like, you know, a little bit more opaqueness in it. So let's go in with the concealer that's on the back of my hand. Yeah, that's way more opaque. Yeah, it kind of shows the true color. So I'm going to go over the other side and do the same thing. I'm going to use this NYX glitter primer right here because I want the glitter to stick on. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm just going to apply it everywhere I want the glitter to be at. We got that down. I'm going to take the shade Palooza. right here. And I'm going to apply that with my Morphe 167 brush. Definitely, this is not a glitter that you would apply like by itself. You definitely need a base down because it's not super pigmented where you can just apply it without a base, like a base shade being down. So the base shade, I feel like, definitely made this super, super pretty. But look at that. I love the reflection. That's cute. That's cute. I'm gonna do the other side. This is really, really pretty. I just wish they had a couple more deeper shades because I feel like the deeper shades would really just add a really nice contrast. I'm gonna see if I can apply a little bit more of that Buzzkill shade, this darker shade, just to deepen up the look a little bit. I actually want to be extra, and I kind of want to use this gel liner today. And I'm not a really bomb liner type of person, but I'm gonna try it out. So this is the Colourpop gel liner, and this is in Punch, and it's just this really pretty yellow shade. I heard a lot of people use that sometimes as bases, like to put down that first instead of using the concealer, and then put it on the eyeshadow shade and then the glitter on top. So that might work as well. So it's kind of thick. I'm trying to just smooth it out. So that's that. I may go on with some black liner in the front. So I have my lashes on, and I'm really feeling this look. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my face, and then whenever I get to concealer, I'm gonna come back to you guys and we're gonna talk about the concealer and what I think about it. So let me go ahead and do my face. Okay, now for concealers. So I got the shade medium 20 in the shade Deep Dark. Deep Dark looks really dark. Yeah, it's a little bit dark. I was gonna try to use it as a concealer to further cover up my eyes, but it may just be a little bit too dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this one, and then I'm going to take the lighter one and do it that way. It is, yeah, it's very dark. Let's go with the light. Ooh, this is too light. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot mess my face. Okay. I cannot mess my face. Ooh, this is too light. But it blends out really nicely. I like how it blends. And it's kind of like a semi-matte. This is definitely too white. So this is what I'm saying about getting stuff online. It's horrible. I did make some stores. Thankfully, it doesn't look too horrible. Thankfully. But it is a little bit lighter than I like to go. But that's fine. You're going to have to bronze and bronze and bronze. So I'm going with a darker shade and see if I can contour. Yeah, I can. So definitely was too light. I mean, too dark. So I went in and I set with my Huda Beauty setting powder. I bronzed with my NYX Stay Matte powder, and then I added my Juvia's Place Saharian Volume 1 blush in Toby. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do our under eye. I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm going to take, I know a lot of colors won't show up under my eye because of my darker skin, but we're going to try to put on Oh Behave, this bottom one. We're going to try to put that. And for my inner corner, I'm going to take this shade called Sunburst in the middle right here. That one, and put it in my inner corner and on my brow bone. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. It's like kind of iridescent. It doesn't come off exactly how it looks in the pan. It comes off a little bit more like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm going to go on with a lip color, and then I'm going to come back to you guys and tell you what I think about the eyeshadow palette and other products that I used. Okay, so my full review of the Honey palette and a couple other things that I got. I really like this palette. I feel like it does work for darker skin. The only thing is that you're definitely going to have to use a eyeshadow primer, whether it be a concealer, a actual eyeshadow primer, or you can use one of the gel primers like this to make it really opaque. It's not super opaque, but it does show up up on at least somebody my skin tone. I really like the palette. I just wish they did have a darker, like, warm tone color, because this is a darker shade, but it's cool tone, and cool tones don't always look the best on darker skin. So I feel like having a warm tone will really set this palette off. You can do super bold looks like this, but you can still do some very toned down looks with this pretty, like, brown shade right here, and they have some really nice shimmers and stuff like that. I really like the glitter. It's really pretty. Like I said, you are going to have to put it on top of a opaque shadow. I wouldn't use it by itself, but on top of something, it looks really, really good. I really like how this looks. For the gel eyeliner, or you can use it as a base, I really like this. I'm definitely going to check out what other colors that they have, because I really like this, and it was super affordable. It went on pretty good. It looks like it's going to stay on pretty much all day, and I really like that. So definitely check that out. The concealers was really nice as well. They blended out really nicely. They have pretty good pigmentation. I wish I got a shade a little bit darker than this, but it does work. It's, as you can tell, it worked pretty good as an eyeshadow base. And this one worked wonderful as a contour, so I really like the concealers. Lastly, for the brow pencil, I actually really like the brow pencil a lot. Like I said, I would use it more for precision than as a overall brow pencil. It worked great as going in and just make sure those lines are really crisp and really nice. So I would use this more so as a definer type of brow rather than a all over brow pencil. But I liked all these products. If you like how this look came out, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below any videos you want to see from me, any products you want me to test out, and definitely make sure that you subscribe to become a make sure you subscribe to become a TaMorgan. Come join the gang. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Love y'all. Bye. I don't know what that was.